All right, in this lesson, we're going to be looking at multiplying polynomials. When multiplying polynomials, you simply need to use the distributive property to multiply all the terms of one polynomial by each of the terms of the other polynomial. Keep in mind that whenever you're multiplying terms, you add the exponents that have like bases. For example, x squared times x cubed, it is not x to the 6th power, it's x to the 5th power because 2 plus 3 is 5. xy times the term times xyz is x times x is x squared, y times y is y squared, and then z times 1 is just z. When you square a binomial, you can write it out and then distribute, or you can use the shortcut, which is to square the first term and then multiply the first and second term or the last term and then double that number and then square the last term. So for the first example, we want to distribute 3 times 2 is 6, x times x squared is x to the 3rd, and then y times 1 is just y. 3xy times 2y is going to be 6xy squared. 3xy times negative 7 is going to be negative 21xy. Now we've got a binomial times a trinomial, so we're going to start with the 3x term in the binomial and multiply it by each one of the terms in the trinomial. 3x times 2x squared is 6x cubed. 3x times 12x is 36x squared. 3x times 6 is going to be 18x. And then you don't have to, but it might be helpful to go ahead and line whenever you multiply the next term in the binomial by the 3 terms in the trinomial. Line them up with the like terms in the trinomial that we just wrote out. So negative 7 times 2x squared is negative 14x squared. So we want to put that right up under the other x squared term. And then negative 7 times 12x is negative 84x. So put that up under the like term for it. And then negative 7 times 6 is negative 42. Add up all the like terms and we get 6x cubed plus 22x squared minus 66x minus 42. Next, same thing. Now we're multiplying 2 binomials. Start with a 3xy, multiply it by both terms. We get 9x squared y squared for the first. And then 3xy times 8y is going to be 24xy squared. Now multiply the negative 8y by both terms. We get negative 24xy squared. Negative 8y times 8y is negative 64y squared. Add the like terms, we get 9x squared y squared, negative 64y squared. And notice that the 24xy squared and the negative 24xy squared, they cancel. And then next we're multiplying 2 binomials. Follow the same process. Multiply the first term in the first binomial by both terms in the second binomial. And then multiply the second term in the first binomial by both terms in the second binomial. When we add up the like terms, we get negative 36a cubed b squared plus 33a squared b minus 6a. And then lastly, we're just going to square a binomial using the shortcut. So once we square the first term, we'll get 9x squared y squared. When we multiply the 2 terms, we get negative 24xy squared. But when we double that, negative 24 doubled is negative 48xy squared. And then square the last term. Negative 8 squared is going to be 64. Y squared is just y squared.